right. I think my sounds are good. I think my sounds are working. So happy Saturday, Mama Lala.
Hola and happy Saturday to you, baby Siggy.
You were giving me a hard time for my height, and I was explaining to you that I am average sized and you are a giant.
No, you're malnourished.
Uh-huh. So
We need to feed you.
yes. So this since this is our SL on a budget, this is
Hmm.
my budget avatar, Sigma Gyat, which I love her name. It's just the slang cracks me up every time. Anyway,
Hmm.
so she's a basic account, and I just live the budget life on her. And I was, like I said to you before, I was always kind of observant of how you live a budgeted SL as well.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
just had to tap into that. So I've been having fun living on a budget. It's like a fun game. Like,
It is.
where can I get the good stuff for little to nothing? So,
Hmm.
and then fun fact, today Sigma was evicted from where she was squatting. She was squatting like 2 weeks.
Final, finally.
Yeah, and they just returned her shit without any comment, and I was like, that's fine. I really didn't want somebody in my AMs going, what the hell, blah blah.
Yeah, you have places to squat
I
at, so
do.
now you're at my
You
isla.
know,
So
I just hide behind the fact that Sigma's profile, she's like a 2-month old avatar. So they see that and they're like, oh, that poor noob didn't know what they were doing. We're just going to return their shit. You can't live here for free. Which is fine. It was like the worst parcel. It was like sunken and foggy, and I always had to change the daylight to something that I liked. And, it was fine. Now she's just couch surfing. So she'll hang out in the parcels that I already have, but she'll probably just hang out on your isla, which we're going to go to next. But
of course.
where we're at right now is where you were camped when we were starting the stream.
Hmm.
And it was SLUHQ, and I have one of my videos playing in the background because we have a gab machine here, which is behind you, and this is what you tend to do the most, right?
Exactly.
So, do you want to explain to folks how it works?
Well, you click on the little gap machine right behind me, and it takes you through it. And when it pops up, it tells you which places to go to collect lintons anywhere from 1 to 9. I like yours especially because it's usually 8 or 9.
Yep.
So it's a lot of fun that way. It's entertaining, and there is one that I will not visit. I don't care how many lindens they give out because you got to stay there forever and a day. So in order to collect it, but it's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a hunt, but at least I know exactly where to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one, when you join the group, it'll ping every so often, and it'll say that you can go to a location. It'll give you the
The TP.
the link, the slurl, and a code.
Right.
Um, and then you go over there and you put in the code. And if usually you're within the first 3 to 4 people,
Hmm.
you'll get some lindens or the linden they promised,
Yeah.
that dollar amount, and you
Yeah.
have to wait a certain amount of time. So some places
Exactly.
it's as little as maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Here I have it set for 10 because I give out more lindens and I want people to watch videos.
Hmm.
So that's why there's a TV there. The message it pops up, even ask people to watch a video while they wait, just to get more exposure to our channel, increase view time, and then just give out lindens to folks who need it. So, so that's why I thought I would try it because it seemed like a nice way to earn lindens, um, and it's really
Right.
passive, right? So you just watch the group and
Mhm.
teleport.
Right. And the best way to do it, and this is just a tip, is wherever teleport you go to within the game, always de-render everything.
That's Mama Lala's tip. I don't like de-rendering
because
things.
because you can get to the gab machine, you can see it a whole lot faster. And
Yeah,
you can click on it a whole lot faster
yeah,
and get your lindens.
and some
Otherwise, if you're hunting through bushes and trees and hotels and buildings, you'll never get your lindens. So I recommend
yeah.
that you de-render. But again, that's me.
Yeah, and I know that's your advice for all the new folks is
Mhm.
to do that. I'm gonna
Mhm.
change my camera. Um,
Yeah.
so oh, I lost my train of thought because I was messing with my camera. So for me, I started with that, and it was just too too passive, and then it's like a race, right? Like if you don't get there soon enough, then you don't get the prize, and then or the the linden amount. But a lot of them are set to like 1 to 3 lindens, and to me that's just not worth it for racing.
Exactly.
And so that's how come I tried to set my gab machine. Mine gives out between 5 and 10, so it doesn't give less than 5 linden. And like I said, that's why I felt like a 10-minute ask to stay here would be sufficient. I'm not trying to be crazy like that one place that makes you wait 26 minutes for 3 lindens.
Yeah.
So, and so it's just a way to kind of help people out, and then help our channel out a little bit too. I think it's been having an impact, as I've seen some increase in the channel.
It has, because it takes you to locations that you've never ever would visit on SL. So it takes you to another place. So, and there's a club that I went to yesterday. I mean, I've never seen it before, to get some of the lindens, and it looked like a pretty nice club. So
You think you'll
I
go
mean,
back?
you never know. I'm sorry.
You think you'll go back to the club just to hang out?
Oh, probably. In my downtown, when I'm not gabbing.
When you're not gabbing. Well, I agree. It's a way to see different places and explore the grid, where people are, right? It's not everybody's chatty.
Right.
And it's not the same places every time, although some places are pretty constant. But every now and again you'll see a new place pop up, because the gab machines are turned on and off by their owners, and sometimes they're turned on when there's an event, so that it would attract people to come in to the event. So it's a traffic booster for the location.
Exactly. Yeah.
So and then you get rewarded with lindens for doing it. So
yeah.
So it's like a win-win.
Right, and that's what I encountered when I went to this club yesterday, because I've never been to that location before, and they had a DJ going on and people dancing and everything. So they welcome me. So again, it's exploring new places at the same time.
Yeah. So so that's one way. Another way that I've tried to get you to consider is fishing, which is why I have this rod on, because I've made some friends with the fishermen, I guess. And my new friend helped me get this nicer pole. So you go to different locations, much like you do with the gab. There's a website that has all the different fishing locations. And then you teleport to different places, and you just cast your rod. You just click the rod, and you're there. I don't know. It's hard for me to even remember how long I've been in one place. But you fish until the buoy is out of fish, or that you've maxed out on the buoy, meaning that you've hit the limit for how much you could get out of that one. But there's like no end to buoys. You can always go somewhere else and continue earning. And there's no racing, right? Unless it's like a crazy multiplier, and then if there's only limited funds in that buoy, then it might empty out pretty quick. But you start with a free rod, and the free rod comes with some worms, and then you fish. And I think on average daily, I want to say I've been able to earn at least 30 lindens a day, if not a little bit more.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and then you earn XP, and then you can buy more expensive rods that give you more XP and will like give you more perks and stuff. So like this one is a deluxe rod that my friend helped me get, so I could like level up faster.
How much is that one?
This one was 20,000 lindens. I know. I know.
let me get off the floor here.
Yeah. So, but that's not my point here. You're invalidating my point. So you start with a free rod, and I'm telling you.
I was just curious. That's all.
Well, right. You don't have to go deep like this. I wasn't planning on getting this rod, but my new fisherman friend was like, "Let me help you out with a rod. You want this one?" And I'm like, "Okay." So who, am I going to say no to a fancy rod?
So he bought it. You didn't buy it.
No.
Oh, because I know that you're very, you like to spend.
No, I'm not dropping 20K on a rod. No. Like even as LaLa, I wouldn't do that.
Well, maybe I should go there just to find a friend who will do the same for me.
A sugar fisherman?
Says, "Hey there, how are you? Wanna buy me a rod?"
He's like, "Oh yeah, I have a rod for you, baby." Oh my goodness.
And in that case, I think I'll let you teach me how to fish.
Now we're gonna hear all about Mama LaLa's escapades as a fisherwoman, and all the friends, all the sugar daddies she makes with fishing.
Oh my Oh
Oh
my
my god.
gosh, yeah. That's another story to tell, another
But
chapter.
to be fair, I was not after anything or anyone. I'm not doing naughty things. I'm just trying to make linens for in a
No,
wholesome
I,
G-rated way. Okay,
no, I don't do naughty things, believe it or not.
I
So I
do
mean,
believe
I'm
it
not
actually.
because I would not do anything for free. I mean, not even for a rod that big, that expensive.
So
Yeah, I'll have to earn it, merit, earn it on my
well,
own
there's
look, on my own
crazy
merit.
expensive rods that you can get that
Yeah.
you can like. There's more
Mhm.
expensive ones than this one, and
Wow.
it's crazy. But they come with like more XP, more perks, more things, right? And
Oh,
so
I can imagine.
where it was is that I was with the free rod. I was still earning anywhere from 15 to 30 lindens a day. And
Mm-hmm.
so then I upgraded to one that I paid 1,000 lindens for. And that was because it was with her earnings and then a little help from some of my alts who had money. So I did not pay I did not pay in to get the 1,000
Okay.
linden rod. So then I had that one and I was making my way. I was like, I'm not gonna put money in. This is budget SL on a budget. And I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
work this rod and I'm just going to claw my way up until I can afford the next level rod, which was probably about 4,000 linden. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, that's where we're at. And then, my fisherman friend was like, no, we'll get you hooked up with with a better rod. It's faster than that. And I
You
kept
you got to give me his name.
stop it. So then I'm like, he's super nice guy. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. And he's like, no, I want to help, whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I said, I'm paying you back. And she's already made some, like, given him some linden back for that. And so I'm
Wow.
going to pay him back. He's not going to give this to me for free. It's not, doesn't feel right.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm curious to see, how much she can earn with this fancier rod. They're also doing like an XP event this weekend. So there's more money to be like XP and like, I don't know, perks or whatever bonuses to be earned during this weekend. So she'll be back at it doing the fishing. But so fishing aside, I will link the it's a fish hunt. It's been an SL since I think 2011. You've probably seen the buoys around. Like when I show you what the buoy looks like, you're probably going to be like, yeah, I've seen that. I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah.
And so it's to me, it's a really easy way to earn some L's at your pace. So you're not waiting on the gab to go off. There's always somewhere to go and go fishing. So the list is huge. Lots of places have it. So it's worth checking out. That's come I've mentioned it to you a few times this week. I'm like, you sure you don't want to learn how to fish? It doesn't take much.
Well, you didn't tell me about the dude that you met though.
I'm not
If
saying
you
I'm
would have
not.
told if you would have told me that days ago, I would have said, okay, let's go.
Uh-huh.
I want to make friends too.
Is that air quotes? Did I hear the air quotes on that? Friends.
You sure did. You sure did, because I'm very, very friendly.
Oh, you are. You're very friendly. And so fishing aside, it's called Fish Hunt. I'll link it in the description.
Okay.
Then what I really wanted to talk about was Sigma's like new look. Because last time we did this, she was in her Senra body. And and so that's how she was rocking it. It's like I'm not putting money on her to get a fancy body because any of the bodies would have been over what 2,000-3,000 or more linden, 5,000 linden
Easy
to buy a body. So and then the head, what I would want Leluca, so that's over 3K. I was like,
Exactly.
no, we're gonna live the Senra life. And so that's what I was doing. And then I think I mentioned to you the last time we streamed last week that they let slip. It was like a Linden Labs accident, maybe, or they did it on purpose. They slipped and they put something in the library for all users instead of just like testers. And it was the new like starter avatars. And I don't know if starter avatar is the right way to word it. Let me look over here. It's I think they're calling it the Avatar Welcome. Kit. No, they're calling it Avatar Welcome Pack.
The welcome, right?
It's a new gift, a gift for new residents and everyone else. So this lives in your library, and basically what it is. I know you were a little confused by the library part because you're like, what library? because you don't really pay
It's like I
attention.
never open it. I never open it.
So
I always go to my inventory. I never open library, but
yeah.
now I do.
So in your inventory, I have mine open right now. There's two folders
Mhm.
if you close everything. There's your inventory where all your stuff lives. And then there's another
Mhm.
one called library, and that's where the Lindens put things. And so some
Mhm.
people look in here a lot, and that's where all the other avatars live. So you
Mhm.
have, let's see, body parts, you have different alphas and things. Then I think avatar, see here they have the Senra folder, and that's where I was
Mhm.
wearing Jamie, and that's the
Mhm.
avatar. And then the welcome pack is that's where the goodies are. And so here, how to use the avatar welcome pack. You can just put things on from the library. I copied the whole folder and pasted it into my inventory. So I had all the
Mhm.
pieces. My thinking was in case they go missing, but honestly, it doesn't matter if I copied it or not. If Lyndon's going to take something back, they take it back.
Yeah.
They'll take things from people's inventory if it's like a infringement, like if it's
Mm.
copyrighted or, like copyright infringement. And then
Mhm.
they'll take that back from your inventory. So, um, but I copied it into a folder called library things in my actual inventory. And then that's where I put the same things. So there's 3 different looks in there. Avatar, a female, 3 different looks for male and 3 different looks for female. And I'll link the website announcement as well that Linden Labs made for this.
Mhm.
Excuse me. And so one, I think A is more of like an Asian style
Right.
avatar, and then
Mhm.
B is the one you and I both are wearing, isn't it? Or is
Mhm.
it
She,
not?
it's more like tan. Yeah.
Are you and I wearing this
It's.
one?
I believe
No,
so.
we're
Yeah.
wearing C.
'Cause-
No, we're wearing C.
See,
Yeah,
and B is La Negrita, which is
yeah.
so cute. I
She's
love it. I
very
love
cute.
it.
I
Very.
almost
But
almost went with her, but I didn't want to be
yeah.
that particular shade, and I also wanted to play with the eyes a little bit. Um,
Mhm.
so so I went with C, and so you could see in the folders you have Ceylon Light, which is a known head, and I'm hovering over it so
Mm.
people can see. So Ceylon
Mhm.
is a known Lelutka head, and then you have in B you have the Briannan, and then you can see it's going to pop up here, and she's lovely. I love that. And actually, I could swap out and wear the Briannan right now, like if I wanted that
Right.
that face shaping, which I might do.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
C
Yeah. I
is
have the
Avalon.
Avalon light on. Yeah.
Avalon
That's the
is
one I
one of their
have.
probably best-selling ones. I think all
Yeah.
3 of these were some of their best-selling ones. Um,
Right.
so, and actually, I was reminded just by doing this, I'll probably make another look for her where I do use the Briannan head,
Mm.
because I
Mhm.
like the fuller features, like the wider nose, the thicker lips. Um,
Right.
so I like that a little bit, so I might switch. But that's the fun of it, right? So now you've basically got 3 Lelutka heads in your inventory to play with. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, you have skin collaboration between Velour and Le Lapieu. And
Mhm.
so the way that I understood it then is they're one piece, right? Normally you buy like a body skin and a face skin
Correct.
separate, but
Correct.
they're
Yeah.
together. And so, which is actually kind of
Wh-
helpful for what I'm going to talk about in a minute. But
which I love. I
yeah,
mean, I
one
really
less
love
thing.
that.
The point is they're trying to
Mhm.
simplify the experience for new users,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So new users, are quickly overwhelmed by Second Life. The learning curve is steep. And so they're
Mhm.
trying to give new users a more streamlined experience and introduce them to some of the really quality creators that exist here. So they
Mhm.
have access to these looks too without having to master all these like SL skills you need to have to navigate it, in my
Right.
opinion. But
Yeah.
go ahead. You want to say something?
I was gonna say something that we all learned when we joined SL a long time ago of all the intricate little details that we had to do to create the kind of body that we want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas here it's just a legacy body and a Leluca head, and it blends so well together.
Yeah. And so the way they've done it with the velour and Le Lapieu together is it's the velour body and Le Lapieu
Mhm.
face in one.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so one thing that's interesting to note, what I want to touch on is, so I can tell by your outfit, and this is what hurt my brain for a minute at the onset, is when you put these on and she doesn't have any clothes on, she has underwear on. So I'm looking
Right.
for the underwear to take off, but it's baked into the skin. So it's a
Right.
part of the
Right.
skin. Now you've done a nice job
Right.
working with that, because
They're
you can't
covering it up.
really
Yeah.
tell, right? But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I wanted to wear a bathing suit, and I was not
And,
going to
and
be able to do that.
Exactly.
So what I ended up doing is I'm like, okay, so this skin is velour, which means I should be able to
Mhm.
go to velour and find the skin tone to buy so that I can get rid of the underwear. And that's what I did. So I went to velour. It's actually the skin
Mhm.
tone. They don't tell you in the pack, but in
Mhm.
female pack C, the skin tone is sienna. So if I look
Mhm.
here, it's, hang on. Yeah, it's sienna. So I went to velour. Started trying on. I got demos and I started trying on
Mhm.
all the colors to find out which one matched, and it was
Right.
sienna. So then I bought sienna in one body, one type, just sienna, and it was
Mhm.
379 lindens. So
Woo.
that was the most that Sigma's ever spent, but she had fish money for it. So I was like, that is worth it to me because now I don't have to deal with the underpants.
Yeah, because she has a sugar daddy.
Oh my gosh. You enjoy leaning into the fancy mic, I can tell. You give Mama LaLa
Oh yes.
a fancy mic and she loves it. No more scratchy laptop mic, Mama LaLa. She's a professional. So yeah, you're doing good with that
Mhm.
new mic, by the way. You sound great.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, so I wanted to wear a bathing suit because that was my other thing I was telling you. After I switched into this body, the compliments would not stop.
Mhm.
Like then I had a new friend
Yes, I know.
who was like, "Damn, baby, you fine ASF." I'm like, "Hello to you too." And so, and then I just, much like you're like, you tell them off and you block them, right? I
Mhm.
like to play with
Mhm.
people a little bit, so I'm like, sure, whatever. So we started
Mhm.
talking. I was going for the gifts because there's more gifts to be had at the Welcome Center, which I'm going to touch on in a second. Um, and then he is like, "You want to see my house?"
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, sure, because
Uh, uh,
he's like, you can earn lindens by by camping there, and I'm like, all right, show me, because the whole time, because
mhm.
he's like asking me, hang on a second, I know where your mind's going. He was asking me like, like what am I into, and I'm like earning lindens, but not naughty. I was like, I know sex work. I'm just want to
Mhm.
earn lindens the clean way. I don't want to upload
Mhm.
money into the game. And he's like,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, that's cool, whatever, blah blah." And he's like, he was fine. He wasn't creepy except for like that opening comment. Um, and then and then he's like, "Okay, you can camp for Linden's over here." And I'm like, "Okay." Like I'm playing into the fact that she's like, it's like role play for me is what I'm realizing it's becoming. So
Mhm.
it's like she's a 2-month-old avatar. So let me live as a 2-month-old avatar, right? You are a nice friend, a nice person who's like giving me a compliment. Let me go see your house. It's
I
like,
taught you better than that.
so I go and, and then he's like showing me around and I'm watching the clock, right? And I'm like,
Mm.
I haven't been paid yet. Because it was like, he was saying it was like 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes you can earn a linden.
And
Then he's like, oh, maybe not this parcel. He's like, you want to sit? I'm like, no, I want to fish. And I teleported out. But I,
sounds like BS.
well, but the thing was, before that part, when he brought me to the beach, I was like, oh, I need a beach outfit. So then I left to go make a beach outfit. And
Mhm.
then I came back, and then he's like, damn, you looking fine. And I'm like, I haven't been paid my linden yet.
Tell me that after you paid my Linden.
And I, so then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm out. I'm going to go fishing. So this was the outfit I made, like basically to go, like, look at me, I'm cute. What? I don't get any lindens? Bye. I'm going to go fishing. So this is how I went fishing.
She she does look very cute. Very,
Right?
very cute.
So
Yeah.
this is the free Lelutka head, the free Lelutka body, the light versions, and the Avatar Welcome Kit.
Mhm.
Pack.
Mhm.
Kit or pack? What do they call it? Kit, I
In the
think.
pack.
Right, a pack. And so, and then this little bikini is from Hilly Halan. Remember when we were joining groups and going to the group gift
Hey,
room?
now
Yeah.
did you say you paid for that, or did you get that
No,
free?
this is the group gift from Hilly
Oh,
Halan.
awesome.
Yeah, it's in the
Well,
gift room.
in that room. Well, I gotta go back and check it out because
Yeah.
I've never seen that bathing suit there.
Yeah,
But
it's in there.
yeah, that's
But you
very
got to
cute.
be careful when you go there because there's some older stuff from Hilly Halan that's not legacy. So you don't want to pick
Mhm.
that up. So I
Right.
picked up 2 bathing suits in there, and this was the one I wanted to wear. The tattoo I already had, it was a gift from LaLa to Sigma because I want her her skin was too plain. I want a tattoo. The shoes are
Mhm.
fedora that are in the welcome pack
A-
too.
And the kit, yeah,
And then the other thing you have to remember is you're going to need flat shoes only because you have no HUD for the body.
exactly.
So you can't change the
Exactly.
foot. So there's a little bit of a limit there with only flat foot, but I'm not upset at that. I wear in first life, I'm more of a flat footed kind of person anyway.
Yeah, me
And there's
too.
a lot of cute shoes you can get for flat feet, so it's not a problem.
Mhm. Yep.
Then I went back to no match because I wanted more cute hair for her because now I was feeling myself, right? Now I look cute.
Yeah.
So
I love that hair. I love that hair.
yeah, so this was no match from their gift wall too.
Mhm.
And this
Mhm.
is no pills. And I think this is going to be
Mhm.
her signature hair because this is too cute. It's got volume, it's got curls, it's wild. I love it.
And it has a lot of different HUDs.
Yeah, you get the
You
essentials
know.
with it, so you have lots of
Yeah.
different color
Yeah.
choices.
Yeah. Exactly.
The other thing
I
I
love
wanted
it.
to mention in the welcome pack is that your animations are by Oh My.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna let that sit there for a second because I love Oh My.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I had mentioned to you when I was first Sigma and using Senra, I took off that Linden AO as fast as I could because that
I
thing
bet.
is terrible. Like it was from, I don't know, it gave me 2007 flashbacks.
Yeah.
And I was
Exactly.
like, no, ma'am, no, thank you. We're good. And then
Yeah.
again, LaLa paid Sigma to take her new ass over to Oh My and get some decent animations. And
Mhm.
that's what she did because once you join the Oh My group, like I paid for her to join. I think that's an expensive or more pricey group. It's like was like 250.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I paid for her to join, and then she got all the gifts, and then she could get the free HUD, and then I gave her money to get some animations, just the basics.
Mhm.
And then I was happy. Then I could be Senra and have nicer moves than everybody else. So then I
Now,
was happy.
qu- question: don't you have? Well, there's a different avatar, so no, never mind.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, couldn't you um use the animations that you have for Baby Lala's
No.
or
No, because it's a different
Consuela
account.
and all the others?
Yeah.
Yes, it was an afterthought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, with
Because
mine, it's under my same account. So all I did was change the body. So I
mhm.
gave her the Vista AO that I have on her all the time on all the
Yeah.
avatars that she wears.
Well, and I really wanted to get that new to Second Life feeling all over again. That was the
Mhm.
point, right? Like if you're new to SL,
Yeah.
how can you find the things that you need to live a fuller Second Life, you know?
Right.
Um,
Right.
and like I said, I had made peace with being Senra. I was finding ways to make my Senra look good. And I think I was doing
Mhm.
all right.
And she
Yeah.
was really good. You could always go back to them. You could switch it up.
Nah,
But
I don't
I
know.
think that
Once you
after
got a
this
free
body,
LaLuke kind of free legacy,
yeah, legacy, yeah. And
I'm
the
not
thing
going
is with
back.
the and you can see the differences in when you go to change the appearance. Like mine is big. Yours is, since you're tiny, you're more slender than I am. So
Hmm.
I love that you can change all of that. Because I thought that when we first got the welcome pack, that we were stuck with that particular body. Then I asked you, well, can we change the body and the head and everything? She says, yeah. And I went in there, I went crazy.
Hmm.
So
And I
so
changed the
she got.
shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thicker. I'm thicker in a way that is balanced for the shape that
Mm-hmm.
I wanted for her. And I didn't change the height or anything. This is how tall she is. Like I said, you're a giant. You're over 7 feet tall, but she's
You gave
five.
her culito though.
I did because her name is Sigma Gyat,
Uh,
which means like top notch ass, basically.
So
Um, so
mama got back.
that's right. Um, so yeah. So the other part I wanted to mention is one of the things I was doing on earlier was going back to the Welcome Hub because if you're a new resident, you can get free gifts at the Welcome Hub. There's a shopping center there, and every store
Mm-hmm.
there has a free item for new residents. And I think you have to do
Oh.
it within your first 90 days. And Sigma's
Oh.
already 60 days old, so I didn't want to
Ah.
miss on any
Okay.
free gifts. So I went there and took her new friend, the damn you're fine friend, and took him to go get the gifts. And
Sugar
so,
daddy.
no, that's no different guy. So,
Oh, okay. Your list is growing,
no, well, no, so I said the
and
first guy.
she's only 2 months old, huh?
That's right.
Okay.
She's got the haul of two
Uh,
friends.
okay.
But no, the first guy was friendly fisherman, and the other one was
Okay.
damn you're fine welcome hub guy. So
Okay.
yeah. But none of that is off-putting to me because I've been here long enough. I know how
Right.
it goes, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to do anything I
Yeah.
don't want to do. So,
Exactly.
so yeah. So I wanted just us to come here because you were here for the Gab, and to play some
Mhm.
videos. So if you end up doing the Gab, just come over here and chill for 10 minutes and watch a video, and maybe
Mhm.
subscribe. That'll help the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But since I was evicted, you were going to let me stay at your Isla, and that's where we were going to go next.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go over
Mhm.
there. Because I know
Okay. Cool.
I actually made a landmark. Mama LaLa Isla. And when you land, you know you're in the right place when you see a Puerto Rican flag.
Of course.
Yep. And so is it like overcast here? What's going on?
Let
Region
me see.
default seems
Yeah.
kind of gray.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm going to
it is
change
kind of.
it.
I have to change it because I was playing with it a while back and I never, you know,
Yeah,
played with it again. So what I do is I just go into a world and I change it up that way. I always put sunset,
I do too. I usually
so
live in
that way
Sunset
look
anyway.
yeah. So and
Okay.
over here I have, well, I can give you a little tour if you like.
Okay.
Hold on, let me put switch my camera around. There we go. Okay, so over here, as you can see out in the ocean, I have my little floaties out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have my houseboat. Well, that belongs to my other avatar,
Mm-hmm.
Nati.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then down this way is where all of Mandy's stuff is at.
Okay.
So I still have to work on it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here, I have this Trump
Mm-hmm.
Loleo
Yeah, Trompolo wheel.
octagon that I got like, I don't know, about 2 years ago. I think you
Uh-huh.
got one too.
Yeah, we have it too.
And so, right. And then over here, excuse me, push you out of the way.
I see that.
And
As if there's not enough
over
room
here,
to walk around.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
And over here, I have the new tropical house that I told you about that I decorated. I just absolutely love it. This one I
Right.
got last week or the week
Yeah, it
before
was
that,
last
something like
week.
that.
Yeah.
Right. And then, oh, wrong way. Keep going. Oh, where are you going now? Okay, let's turn you around. There you go. Okay, then over here I have my yoga studio, and there's a treadmill in there also, and all kinds of stuff. And then here I have where all the kitties hang out,
Mm-hmm.
and they're right there.
Are
There's
these your
Reina,
breedables?
Tabitha. Hmm. So, but they're not breeding anymore. They're they old, just like my real life cat.
They're not having kittens anymore.
No, 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 no. I
Mm.
mean, I have some in the cattery,
Mm-hmm.
but so I can't afford to be feeding them all, and they're like 15 prims each. And I
Yeah.
said, no, I only have like 1,000 prims on this parcel, so therefore that's where I'm trying to get her to where I want her to go, and she's not going. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Now and then over here I have my little statue memoriam for my kitties who have passed away
Mm-hmm.
in real life. So I have that there. And then I have my little hangout, little I don't know what you call it. What do you call this? It is called a pier and shelter.
Oh,
And
that's
this is
cute.
where I got from Maya's when Maya's was open. I missed that store. They had so many great things there,
Hmm. I've never heard of it.
outdoor stuff. So, but they went out of business. So, and then I have my lighthouse out there. There's a pretty peaceful sim. Nobody, parcel. Nobody bothers you, you know. And I have my orb on all the time, so people get kicked out that don't belong
Mm-hmm.
here
Mm-hmm.
within 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So this is my home, and of course you're welcome to it anytime you want, baby Ziggy.
Yeah. Well,
You can squat here anytime you want.
so I can res here. Will it let me res?
Yeah, yeah.
Hang on.
It
Yeah,
should give you rights
it does.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only have like 9 7. I've used up 976 already. So
Mm-hmm.
but you can still rest things here that you want to try out, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's helpful.
so mi isla es tu isla.
Very good. So were there other things that was there anything you wanted to point out before I switched over? So that we were going to go to, well, I don't know if we mentioned that. Maybe did we mention at the start about going to the seraphim
Yeah,
thing?
we're gonna go to that, and I also wanted to mention. Remember, I told you going back to the avatar and only has flat feet that you can only wear
Yeah.
flat shoes. I found these slides. If you can zoom in on my
Yeah,
slides,
those are
I,
KC Couture, right?
right,
Yeah,
and
I
I
have
love
those.
these,
Yeah.
and it has a big a
HUD.
hut
Yeah.
also. So I've been wearing this until I can get other flat shoes.
Mm-hmm.
um, but I think they're simply adorable. It matches everything. So, and then I wanted to mention the outfit that I have on that I found through going through my folder, because I told you that I since I didn't have a legacy body, anytime I used to buy something, I just
Mm-hmm.
delete anything that I
Yep.
didn't wasn't using. I delete it all.
Uh-huh.
So I happen to have a few legacy folders that I totally forgot about, and this cute outfit that I have on is by ADN, which is also a store that you can visit. They have free gifts, and this is where I got this one.
Okay.
And this is an ADN hoodie top and a mini short, and
Okay.
it also has a big hood. So,
That
and
sounds
then
great.
the hair, of course, is from No Match.
Yes. Okay. Were there any other freebies you wanted to shout out before we talk a little bit about Seraphim?
As a matter of fact, there was one that came to mind. Mad P's new gift already came out
Okay.
on the
So
23rd, and it's really cute. And as a matter of fact,
should we go get
let
it?
me.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I want to show you. I want to show you what it is. Well, one of them anyway. There's just several. Um, okay, I'm over here by Mandy's little area, so if you can come by me, see this little cute little duckies
Mm-hmm.
in the little pool.
Yeah.
That's the gift.
Oh, is it the bobbing
And
one?
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah, and
make
it's so
bobbers.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have something else, but I didn't care for it. But they have a couple of gifts there already. So if you
Mm-hmm.
wanna go there, we can go there
Look, I'm
first.
fishing in it.
There you go. I won't give you any lenders, but you're okay. And then of course, Tartfish has a
Oh yeah,
new.
that's what
They
I wanted
moved.
to
They have a
go. Are they open? Let's go to
Tart.
Tardfish.
They they moved and they have a new landmark, and they have this a whole bunch of new stuff. So we can do that. So wherever you want to go first.
Let's go to Tardfish.
Okay, let me get my thing
And I'll
here.
take my rod off
Tartfish.
since I don't need this right now. Attach.
So I got the new landmark. So let me go ahead and go there first, and then I'll TP you. Tartfish. Here we go. Okay.
Tardfish has a store in the Welcome Center shopping area, and they give out a free gift also. It's those little minions that dance around your feet. You know the ones. I think I've seen you with it.
Right.
And so that's
Well,
their free gift. I don't hear you anymore. Are you still talking? Mama LaLa?
yeah,
Oh,
but they have a lot more. So I'm talking. Do you
okay.
hear
It
me?
caught up. Yeah. Yeah. I think there was just some
Hello,
delay.
hello, hello.
Yeah. Are you still with me?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I'm here. Hello,
Yeah.
can
Do
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Yeah, I
do
can hear you.
Okay. I don't know if we're having a delay now on the call.
Yeah, so it could be the lag, maybe.
Let me hang up and call you back.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
I think, are we back in sync now?
hello. Can you hear me?
I think you need to hang up and rejoin. You hit the wrong thing. You shouldn't be sharing your screen.
Yeah, I know.
you there?
Yeah. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, I think we're in
Okay.
sync again.
We'll go
Okay.
back and sync. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So if you this is the new store, so make sure that
I think.
and
Uh-huh.
I can lead you to where all the free gifts are at. So they're all the way over
But you need the
here.
group,
Matter
right?
of fact, I don't think I can double.
Yeah, I see the
You
group
need the
gifts over
group.
here, but
The group, I think, is like 99 or something.
well, do you have
I
99
don't
lindens you
remember.
can loan Sigma because she doesn't have anything?
Okay, hold on.
She
Let
gave
me.
her Fisher Daddy her lindens as a deposit for the fancy rod. She had some until like I don't know, half hour ago.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
So
Let
if you
me
loan
do
her, she'll
this
fish her
here.
ass off and she'll get it back for you.
Okay, hold
Just
on.
so.
Let me.
Sigma doesn't take
Ooh,
handouts
okay.
unless it's from my alts.
Hold on. Here, let's do this. Pay. I think it's 99. You
Well,
might
let
want
me
to.
let me try to get a gift and see what it says. And then actually, honestly, when I'm on LaLa, I'll pay you because LaLa has lindens.
Yeah.
So let's see. Please activate group. Okay, it's not telling me which group. So
Okay,
let's
well, let me do
edit.
this.
Is it the Tardfish update group? It's 99.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to send you the 99 right
Yeah,
now.
and then when I'm on LaLa, I'll pay you the 99 back.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Thank you. So then I can
So now
join
you
the
can
group.
go ahead and join it. And here they remember they have the little cardi cut out
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
that I showed you.
Sigma
That
never got the
one.
Cardi stuff because I had it on LaLa and on Mari. Like I don't need more Cardi.
Yeah.
So
But you might want to get this one
I'll
like
get the little dog. That's cute.
for Mari and you know your
Yeah.
other
I'm just gonna collect
Cardi.
all the presents. Let's just do that. That's a
And
lot.
there's a
99
lot of them.
lindens and you get all this stuff.
All of it, and the const and they revise it a lot too, so they add new ones.
Yeah.
Especially around a holiday, like they're probably gonna have some July 4th stuff coming out. They have
All this stuff in here. That's crazy.
Halloween, Christmas. I mean, it's unbelievable. They even have poses here.
Yeah,
So it's well worth the 99. It's well worth the 99 lindens, and then they also have their monthly free gift also.
Okay. All right. So now I've got them all lined up at the top of my screen. So now I'm keeping them all. And so is the newest one like up front or is it already in this space? Like their newest group gift. Sometimes stores do that where the newest group gift is up front and then it gets moved over here like a month later.
They're all there. I mean, I've only seen. Well, I think when I was here the other night, I picked up like 7 or 8 new ones that I didn't have at all. Like the little backstabbing little death mouths. That one is new, so that one is here. So I've never seen it before, and I've never really checked to see if it was on for sale on the floor. So I know because I rarely check the floor.
I'm still accepting gifts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll have fun with all of these.
Yeah.
And then they have the ones that are on sale, like weekend sales. They have that also here. And I'm looking around the room to see where they moved it to, which is a brand new format that they have here now. Let's see. Yeah, usually you can see where the stuff on sale or the weekend sale is at.
All right. Okay, I've kept all the things.
Yeah, but it's definitely well worth it.
Yeah, for sure. 99 lindens and you get all that stuff.
Yeah, and they're all so funny. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I know. I love their sense of humor. They make some good stuff.
Unbelievable, yeah.
So I'm just coming back to the front to see if they have anything up here.
Yeah. Come to the front where you see the teddy bear spanking himself.
I did see that.
That is hysterical.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was coming over to their wall over here. So they have their current events. Okay, they have demos of things. All right, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Yeah, their new store looks great. I remember what their old store looked like. Then, so this is where they would put
Mm-hmm.
their weekend sales. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. So they're getting ready to be a part of that. All right. Now, Tartfish has been a favorite of mine for a while, just because they make
Yeah.
such clever, amusing things.
Mm-hmm.
Just adds a little levity, you know?
Exactly.
All right, so do you want to go to, what was another one? I know Trump usually has, well, the problem with me and Trump right now is that she doesn't have any else. So
Okay.
what with Trump Low Wheel is you're
Mm-hmm.
in the group for free and you get a 50
Mm-hmm.
linden item, right? So
Correct.
things are available for 50 linden. So I can circle back and
Correct.
do that later.
Correct.
But was there anything else that you wanted to highlight that's, you know, like a good deal? Like this Tardfish thing for sure. You want to join that. If you've got 99 lindens, join it.
Right. That was the only two things that and Matt P's new gift were the only things that I noticed this past week. That is definitely something to take advantage of.
Right. So Mad P,
That is a must.
we can hop over there because Sigma hasn't been over there to get her free item.
Mm-hmm.
So we can show people what that looks like. So let me put that.
Okay.
And I don't even. Do you need the group on for that? I never remember. I always just switch into the groups anyway because usually you do, but I want to say you don't need it
I
for
don't
Mad
think
P.
you do because I don't think I had it on when I picked up
Yeah,
the gift.
Mad
I
P.
don't have I don't have my P on my list here, so let me go over
I'll
here.
teleport you when I get over
And
there.
places should be reset.
Yeah,
Places.
but I can teleport you. I got you.
Mm,
You getting it
okay.
already? I'm here. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. TP me there because I don't have it on my list up on the side here.
did you get the TP?
Okay. Here we go.
So I'm gonna go run from my
Okay.
gift. Running from my gift. And we have Kala in the chat. So hi Kala.
Hi, Cal. Thanks for joining us.
And I don't know if you recall who Kala is. Kala is actually our landlady. But you
Oh,
know,
okay.
and friend. She's more than a landlady. She's a friend. But I met her because of Tour, because he was renting land from her, the parcel in
Uh
Unity
huh.
and Stratagem, where we live. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I got to know Kala. She's great. All right.
Yeah. The only thing about Map is that you have to go such a long way to get to the other side to
It's
get the gift.
such a chore. You gotta walk all this
I know.
way.
No, I'm running now.
Well, I was running too. Let's see. The kitty cat. And then here. Oh, it's an AFK pool. She needs this. Look,
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
That's the one I mentioned. Yeah, that one
yes.
too. Yeah.
Okay, I saw this before.
Yeah.
Actually I don't think LaLa has it yet. But the duck drop,
And
that's
then
the bobbing.
it's so cute because it says AF Kids and a little comment box comes up over her head saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Why is the water so warm?"
Because she peed in it.
Probably, yeah. That's what it says. It is, "Why is the water so warm?"
Oh, fun. Okay, so we've got
So
that.
yeah, I got that, and I got the little pool,
That is
and
perfect.
yeah.
I'm gonna do this right now.
And then
Add.
the other one, the next drop comes on April the 30th. That's
So,
so cute.
wow, that is so nice.
Isn't it? Isn't it? It's a
Like,
chill.
I wonder if I could fish with this. Like, just be laying in my little pool and fishing. If the rod would let me do that. Let me see.
So you just, I don't remember. You can add it to you, right? Or do you have to res it?
Ooh, no, you add it because it's an
The
AFK thing.
pool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
if I add my rod,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
this
like,
would be something good to put on. Yeah.
see, I could just chill on the dock and cast my rod every now and again and just be there like this, chilling.
Zzz.
I don't see the little bubble anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay, and my camera's
Yeah,
turned. I didn't
it's
see
right
it.
above. Yeah, it says zzz right now. Okay. And this is called. Let me bring
Okay,
mine
these
out.
avatars are cool. They're like rattlesnake avatars. That's cool
Mm-hmm.
because I could hear her rattle. That's really cool looking. It's like a Wild West
Mm-hmm.
snaky avatar. That's cool. love it. People are so creative.
Yeah. Yeah. So this you know Mappy is worth it because of these two gifts that they have right now.
Hmm.
So I recommend people come in and get theirs.
Yep. MadP is free for
Mm-hmm.
the next couple of months. I think in June it's over. So June 25th. Normally, to be MadP Unlimited, it costs you 5,000 lindens. And the
Yeah.
reason is because it's like a season's pass and
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It used to be a one big price and you were in and that was it. But as they
Mm-hmm.
keep creating like experiences to play and gifts and things, to
Mm-hmm.
me, I was a little. I'll be honest, I was a little like butthurt that it became now you got to pay every
Free
quarter.
after you
No,
pay
no,
to
no, no,
yeah.
no, nope. That's not what I was
No.
saying. I used to before this whole free thing. Mad
Uh
P
huh.
was 5,000 lindens to join. You join the group and you pay once.
Wow.
You have pay once, and then you get all the experiences and you get discounts on gifts and blah blah. So I was into it, right? But still,
Uh huh.
5,000 join fee is a lot for a SL
It
group.
is
But once you're in Mad
definitely.
P and you see all the stuff you get, it really was a deal. So I was fine with that. I had paid, Tour had paid, we're good. And then Mad P reinvents the model. And now you have to pay
Mm.
quarterly. I'm like, what? And I was a little butthurt
Wow.
about that. But as I got to understood what it meant, it means I mean, it's not sustainable for them to create products and experiences if they're not charging for it, right? Because they have
Mm.
a staff they need to pay to do this stuff. So,
True.
so I understand why they had to do quarterly. And then when they partnered with Linden Labs, it became free for everyone for 2 seasons. So that's 2 quarters, 6 months. And that's a
Wow.
huge, huge deal. And so, they're getting people used to what it's like to have Mad P. I don't know if it's going to go back up to 5,000 Linden when it's over. Um, I don't know what that part looks like. I'll be very curious to see what happens after June. But I'm all in on Mad P because it's really a lot of fun, and they make quality stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about having to pay. I will continue to pay. So
Yeah. When you told me that it was free, I said, I'm there because I was definitely not gonna be paying a large sum of lindens
yeah,
for it. So
yeah,
yeah, it's definitely worth it. So people should take advantage of it.
yep. Get it while you can. It's good till
Mhm.
June. All right, so I'm getting out of my pool. That was nice. I'll have to try that out. I like an AFK sitter because you never know when you do need to go AFK somewhere. You just sit yourself and people know you're AFK.
Mhm.
Um, let's see what else. Any other freebies before I switch over to LaLa and we go? Let me talk about the Seraphim thing, unless you have another freebie to talk about.
No, I haven't come across any other freebies this past week.
Okay.
Just those two that I noted down.
Okay.
But yeah, but we can touch on other stuff that's free. Like offline has a it's a 25 to join, but you is a big area where you can get group gifts. So, but that's another thing that we can talk about. But
Yeah,
anyway, go ahead.
but I want to touch on the SeraPlus quarterly gifts. They arrived
Mm-hmm.
today, so there'll probably be a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people when we switch over. But this is
I bet.
another, huh?
I said I bet.
Yeah. This is another perk well, let me rephrase. This is another collaboration between Linden Lab and a known entity in Second Life. Seraphim is, I primarily know it as like a shopping website that they help kind of
Mhm.
streamline. It's like a directory of sorts. Have you ever used Seraphim, Mom?
Yes, I do. That's the only one I use.
Yeah, there are
To
others
get
out there. I
my
know Tour likes Sugar
yeah
SL, so we've used Sugar
sugar. Yeah.
SL.
Yeah.
Seraphim was the one that I used first. They tend to have most of the sales and special events and things. It's a nice shopping directory. Um,
Hmm.
and so they've partnered, and I feel like they do more than that. I'm probably not paying enough justice to what they actually do, but I don't know all the things about Seraphim. I just know it as a shopping website. So,
Hmm.
so if I read the little announcement here, it's called SeraPlus. It's the first ever SeraPlus quarterly gifts. They're available starting today, and it's only for people who subscribe. So Plus, Premium, and Premium Plus. So that's how come
Hmm.
I'd have to switch avatars because Sigma is free. So
Right.
Sigma will not have access to this. So we're gonna
Hmm.
switch it up because still technically it's SL on a budget? Because like you pay for membership because you, and maybe I'll let you answer this. Maybe let me ask you that because I know you live SL, you know, in a budget friendly way. So
Correct.
why did you decide that you wanted to subscribe if you're trying to use Second Life on a budget?
A free stipend every Tuesday.
Did you lean in and say it like that on purpose?
Yes, 300 lindens every Tuesday.
So for you, it was worth it to have those automatic payments.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that, and it does offer other things too that a non-premium person uh doesn't is
Uh-huh.
doesn't have access to.
Well, that's
So.
you and I started this conversation, I think, sometime after our first video together a week ago, where one
Mhm.
of the other perks of being a subscribed user, a paid user, is that you get a free Linden home. Now, you have a
No,
Linden home, but I don't think you actually
mhm.
use it.
No, it's just there. I mostly live on the island.
So why do that? Like if you're paying for a Second Life account, you're getting your stipend, and you have a
Hmm.
Linden parcel, why then
Hmm.
pay for another parcel when you can save yourself that money and live in your Linden home?
Not enough prims.
So that's fair because I think the
That's the only
cap,
reason. That's the only reason I live. I got the parcel, the island parcel.
right? Because you said you have 1,000 prims
Correct.
available to you on your parcel, whereas with your
Right.
Linden home, I want to say it's probably about 400 something.
Correct.
Because I think you have the same sort of parcel tour does. And
Correct.
The Linden Lab recently bumped up the prim allowance. I think it used to be 350, and I think they bumped it
Correct.
up to 460 something, some oddball number.
Hmm.
But they bumped it up, and I know it helped because I'm the same way. I like to have prims to play with, and I don't feel like I can decorate everything if I don't have more than 350 prim.
That's exactly why I live on the island
So what do you
more.
do with your Linden home then?
I visited. I mean, it's decorated and everything. I
Hmm.
visited from time to time, and I have one of my other male avatars and my other female avatar. That's their home. So
Okay.
they when they log on, that's their
Okay.
their home base.
Okay. And then we talked about how you were maybe thinking about trying to turn it in to get a different parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of random, right? Like you can pick what type of house you want, but you can't really
Mm-hmm.
pick the exact parcel. It just
Exactly.
kind of randomly drops you somewhere.
Yeah,
Um,
you can't choose the location where you want to be.
Well, you can in a rough sort of way. Like I know you said that you wanted to be on the beach. And I know
Right.
when it came time for Mari to choose her Linden home, I chose a beach and she's on the beach. She's on a stilt home. And
Mm-hmm.
it was the first one is where it dropped her. And I'm like, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I know I'd be curious at one point if you really were interested in changing it up to go through the process of turning that one
Mm-hmm.
in and trying again because I've never done that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so that might be worth something worth exploring.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done it a couple of times. You
What, to
know.
turn the house in and then pick another one?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, well then you know how to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I've done it several times. This is the one that I like the best.
Okay, you didn't say that
The
before.
Oh, I thought you knew. I mean, I had the very first one that looks like a box house.
Uh huh. Yeah, I know what you're
That
talking
one,
about.
that I lived in that one for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
then when all the new homes were coming up, I'm going like, oh, let me check these other ones out, and that's where I found this house that I'm in now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very happy there. It's just that not enough prims.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But
Well,
yeah, they give you a variety of homes, quite a few of them.
yeah. Okay. So if we're done touching on free things, I think I'm going to switch over. Well, did I finish reading this announcement? Hang on a second. Um, and actually, Suri's in the chat. I heard if you find a linen home you want that is vacant, you file a ticket and get a specific one. Like if you want to
Hmm.
live next to each other. Oh, that's a good tip, Suri. Thank you for that. So there you go, Mama Lala. If you find one that you like and
Uh
it's
huh.
empty, you can file a
Uh huh.
ticket and say, I want that one.
Oh, I'll definitely do that.
That's a great tip, Suri. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, because I prefer to be closer to the ocean and closer to the beach
Mm-hmm.
or on the beach. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you should come visit Mari's and see if there's a stilt home available. Then you can be her neighbor.
Not enough prims. It's a
uh,
prim thing for me for my Linden home
yeah,
because all their homes are beautiful. I mean, I really like them,
yeah.
but
They've
they don't
gotten
offer
better over
enough
the years,
prims.
that's for sure.
Hmm.
All right, but
Hmm.
let me finish telling you about the SeraPlus thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, so it's because I stopped at the first line and then we started talking about memberships. So they're
Hmm.
curated gifts. They're first in a brand new quarterly series developed in partnership with Seraphim, Second Life's premier shopping destination. SeraPlus delivers exclusive, high-quality virtual items from some of Second Life's most celebrated creators. So you have to wait and see, but beginning on April 16th, Seraphim will be revealing day by day the names of top creators who are contributing exclusive gifts for the first quarterly release. Watch the website and
Hmm.
social media for 8 days of teasers, which will give you a glimpse of what you can look forward to. And then, so the first one was Stealthic, which you have a hard time saying. I've learned Stealthic, and it's a hair place. So you're going to get a
Hmm.
hairstyle. And then, so how you claim the gifts, you go to the Seraphim region to pick up your exclusive gift items only available to the paid membership. Um, let's see. So, 4 times a year, members can claim multiple new exclusive creations. And then apparently, there's monthly exclusive gifts. So, in the other 8 months of the year, members get a single exclusive item created in collaboration with popular creators. So, but if it just Well, it said Membership Mania. It was announced in the Membership Mania event in February. But I wonder, does that mean that there's been a gift since February? Let me go back over here. Membership Mania. Because did we miss other gifts, or is this the beginning of the gifts? No. Real 20 ounce, all new. Soon be available. So I don't think we've missed anything yet.
Oh,
But I
okay.
know the region is like open now, so we could get the quarterly gift. But I'm wondering if then, because it's quarterly, so we're getting it in April, right? So then in May, you could get one in May, like a monthly gift. So right now, there's Stealthic, Not Found, Riot, Bad Unicorn, La Pointe, and Bass Child, Swear, Real Evil, Glamifair, and Nutmeg. So, and then there's the teleport. So I'll put that in the description when the time comes for that. All right, so let me do a be right back so I can switch avatars. Are you good for me switching now,
I'm
Mom?
good.
Okay. All
Go
right,
right ahead.
so we will be right back, and I'll be back as LaLa, and we can get over to SeraPlus.
Awesome.
right, we're back. I think the volume is okay. I am on me now. Ah,
Hello, baby Lalas.
hello. And this is Yaritza. This is my Puerto Rican styling that I do as, as a skinfluencer for Alt3.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
right now she's wearing actually a skin called Natalie. And she's wearing a Sakura Body Shine. That's all the little flowers. She's wearing lips, the Nocturne lips by Alt3. And she's wearing the latest by Alusha, which I shouted all these out in my last video when I was unboxing things, which I'll do again later today.
Cute.
So yeah,
I,
so this is
I love the
Yaritza.
hair.
Yeah, this is unorthodox. I believe it's called Flow Curls.
That is pretty.
All right, let me actually my chat, restore chat over here. Okay, all right, let's put my stream back together. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the Seraphim. Let me get the link. That did not load up right. Okay, why? What has happened?
You know my little helicopter thing? That's also from Tartfish. That's brand new.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
The helicopter funding, right? Because it comes with a bear. It's either a bear, a cat. And I forgot. Oh, and a panda. So you can switch them out. It's so cute.
Hold on a minute. Okay. I'm just trying to get the slurl we need. Okay, copy. Paste. Go. And then I'll bring you over. We'll see how crazy it is here, if it's going to be super full or not.
Well, we're on premium, so.
Well, they should
yeah,
be able to
Premium
let
Plus.
us all in, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Probably maybe a little bit laggy.
Probably. Yeah, there's a bunch of people here. Let's see how many people. So,
Just to friends only.
nearby. I don't usually, with Alchemy, I don't usually need to do that. There are 40 people on Sim. So let me move.
That's not bad. I thought it was going to
bad.
be like 70 something.
So let me bring you over. Friends. Why do I don't need the really needy. I have that, but I don't know. Oh, it's probably because it's updating. I was like, why am I getting this right now? Okay, let's close that. So hopefully it's not too hard on you. I know your system's a little older.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm gonna do show friends only.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm camming back so we can see. It's kind of a big. So it's in the center area. That's where we are. So I think it's just limited to up here. So do you just click to get everything? Like, how does it work? So there's all the different things. So it's not like in one box together then.
Oh, so it's over here, the plus stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking the wrong way.
Yeah, so there's the Stealthic. Yeah, so all of the makers.
Oops, sorry.
So here it is. So Second Life memberships. Get more from Second Life. Upgrade to Plus, Premium, or Premium Plus to claim your Seraphim gifts and much more. And then it says learn more. So if I go to page, I think that's probably the same page I was on. We'll wait for it to load inside the viewer.
Yeah. Mine is still a little bit.
So this is what it costs to have the different memberships. So that's what I have up on screen right now. So you have Plus. Are you Plus or are you Premium?
Premium.
Okay, so your stipend is 300. I'm Premium Plus, so I have a stipend of 650. You can get home starting with Plus, so you can join for as little as 550 a month, and then you get 150 Linden stipend, and you can get a small parcel Linden home, which is is a good place to start. And then now that they're partnering, Linden Labs, and partnering with different creators, you have access to some exclusive gifts. And you did before, I remember it. Like you could go to the Premium Plus or the Premium Island and click
Mm-hmm.
to get a gift, but it was never like
Mm-hmm.
overly promoted, and it always felt like it was
Right.
something kind of random. So I don't think it was
Right.
done well, honestly. Back
Yeah.
then, right? Like I'm just not gonna randomly remember to
Yeah.
teleport to some premium island to get a gift. So,
You and the only time you go there is when you remember. Oh, I haven't been there in a while. Let me go
mm-hmm.
see if I can get my gift.
Yeah, because it's not
So
like
there
they
was
did
no
anything to
reminder.
remind you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
yeah. So, and then there's some sign up bonuses that you get, 1,000 linden or 3,000 linden for Premium Plus. So it's just the website that links you to how to upgrade your membership.
Mm-hmm.
So people may not be ready for that at the onset if they're a newer account, just learning Second Life, but it's there. And if people are invested and they want to, they like Second Life and they want more, then they might start with that premium. Was it premium? Was that what it was? The basic. So you have basic, premium. Did I say it wrong? Let me go back to the website. Because I know Premium Plus. I forget what the other one was. Plus. Okay. So basic, plus, premium, and premium plus. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So have you already started collecting the gifts you want?
How do I collect them? I've been clicking on the hair,
Oh.
and I'm not getting. Oh, here it is. Got
You
it
click
now.
the box? Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Nutmeg.
clicked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can get all of these all at one
Yeah.
shot.
You just click the
Oh, okay.
boxes. Like,
Awesome.
I'll probably click this other
Oh.
stuff because now that I'm doing the theater, if I switch into a male body for a role, um, then I might need some male clothes. So I'll pick it up. All right. And it's free, so why not?
Got that. Okay, I'm over here at the back wall. It hasn't rested for me completely yet.
Okay. We can walk over there. Okay, I got that skin. Somebody was showing up naked, and I'm not trying to see boobs on my stream. YouTube does not like the boobies. Pixel boobies, they don't like. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's over here on that back wall, but
It's skin.
has it rest for you?
It's on the back of skin.
Okay, so I'll click on that. And the other one has like a male figure or something. I can't make out what it was. A male. Not found. Oh, for Julio. Okay. So it's a male skin then.
And I don't know if Cal is still here
Yeah.
with me, but Chris Lehman's in my box. Chris Lehman is like Cala's new bestie, I think. Chris Lehman is the designer behind Botanical. I don't know if you know that one. Do you know Botanical? They make
No.
trees and stuff. They make landscaping.
Oh. Ah.
And Chris Lehman is super nice. And now he's my neighbor in Unity. So.
Oh, this is awesome. I got all the gifts already.
There's trying, and Chris Lehman waves to the world. That's funny. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, Chris. Did I get this gift yet? There you go. Real evil. And then there's a scooter. That unicorn.
Now, how often do they have these free gifts for the premium and basic and super premium?
It was basic plus premium and premium plus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. So it's quarterly. So they're going to have a bunch
Okay.
like this quarterly. And then it sounds like they're going to have monthly. but I don't know
Oh,
how
okay.
many. I don't think it's going to be all of these monthly. It might be one. There might be like a May
Mm-hmm.
one, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, dogs barking.
Yeah, your puppies, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so now we've collected these gifts.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, so if folks out there, if you have a premium, super duper premium, and triple premium plus,
well, I mean,
then come here and get your freebies.
well, this is Second Life on a budget, so some folks
Yeah.
may not. But if you're
Oh,
considering upgrading, then
mhm.
there are perks that come with it. So you might
Oh,
want to,
definitely.
like, if you, like I said, if
Mm-hmm.
you've tried Second Life now and you've decided, this is cool, I want to stay a
Mm-hmm.
while. It's
Mm-hmm.
worth it to pay in, because like I said, you get some perks. You get a stipend, regular lindens delivered to you every Tuesday. You get a parcel of land that you don't have to pay rent for, and you get perks like gifts because Linden Labs is doing a lot of collaborations with
Mm-hmm.
well-known, well-loved content creators, and they are
Right.
wise to do so. So if
Yeah.
you weren't
And
if you were on the fence about a
mhm.
membership, now's the time.
Yeah, one of the other perks that we haven't mentioned is that whenever there's something going on that you need to get into that sim, because you have a premium and so forth account, you get in there before anybody else. You can
Yeah.
get in there without a problem.
Yep. It gives you
Whereas,
priority
well,
entry.
exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas other folks with no premium accounts or anything like that, they have to just keep clicking and clicking and clicking until they can get in.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, were there any other deals or anything you want to mention, Mom, or are we about done here today?
I think we're about done. We can talk about some more next week.
Okay. I think we've covered a lot.
Um, we have, we
So,
have, and there's a lot more to cover because every week there's something, that catches my eye, and I'll be sharing. And
mm-hmm.
we still have a few to on the list here to go, talk about.
And
So
Suri, in all caps, finally they are collabing correctly. Suri, I agree with you. I agree because Linden Labs have been at it for a while, and what
hmm
are we about to celebrate? Is it 23 years now? Yeah, 22,
wow,
22, 22 years of Second
wow.
Life, and now they're collabing correctly with content creators. Yeah, took them
hmm
some time, but I think they figured it out. So
It's about time.
better late than never. So anyway. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. I want to give a shout out to the folks who've been in the chat with us. So that's Raspberry was here at the very beginning. Suri and her helpful tips, especially on the Linden Home thing. That's valuable. Thank you for that. I appreciate you being here. And Kala, of course. Kala was here for a time. And then technically Chris Lehman, who was in my inbox and joining us that way. So I just want to thank
Yes,
everyone. Go ahead.
I said yes. Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah. So we appreciate any amount of time you spend with us, and we'll be back at it next weekend. So Mama LaLa will
hmm
have more deals to share with us, and I'm gonna teach
hmm
Mama LaLa how to fish. So
Yes, you'll see me with my rod next
she's
week.
she's gonna have some fish money. She will probably make the best friends and have the most expensive rod. She's gonna rack up all the fish daddies.
and and I'll be fishing not for just regular fish, but for koi fish, for whales,
Uh
for
huh.
sharks, you
Yeah.
name it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
catch it.
Mama LaLa's gonna become the queen of the fishers.
hmm
So we're gonna get her connected to that, and I think we'll have plenty to share in a week's time of Mama LaLa's
Oh,
adventures fishing.
uh, absolutely.
And Suri, my alts are overjoyed. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, thank you all. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with friends. We appreciate all of that, and we appreciate
Y-
you.
Yes, we sure do. Thank you all for joining us and making this a wonderful shopping day.
All right, see you next time.
Okay. Okay. Ciao, ciao.